Denise Mathew, and today I'm going to make a hammered wire and gemstone bracelet. I've done one here right now, and let's get started. So to start this bracelet, I have 16 gauge wire, and just need to hammer the end. And the reason why I'm hammering the end is so that I can get a better curl, so it'll be just a really quick hammer. Then I'm going to take my round nose pliers and I'm just going to bring that in, and then continuing on making a coil, and you can really make it as big or as small as you like. You can coil it as many times as you like. It's a little bit square right now, but that's alright. I can always go back and make it a little rounder. This is what I have so far. I'll just take my chain nose pliers and just take those bends and make them a little bit rounder. Alright, until I get sort of what I want. And now that I have that, put it back on the hammering block, make a little 90-degree angle at the end like that. Put it back on the hammering block, and I'm going to texturize it, so I'm going to flatten it and then turn the ball peen hammer over and texturize it. You want to measure as long as you want it to be for your bracelet. It could be up to 8 inches or bigger or smaller according to your wrist size, so you need to take that into consideration. And also remember that you're also going to make a hook on this end too, so add that to your length as well. So I'm cutting about 8 inches, and on the other end I'm going to do the same type of thing that I did with the other one. Flatten the end and just do a hook, and then after that I'll start stringing the beads. Just make a loop on the end like that. Like that. And then just a hook type closure. Like that. Alright, back to the hammering. Flatten and texturize. There we are, and just a little 90-degree angle there, and that will give you your cutoff, because we're going to do some wire wrapping all along the length of that. So it's a 26 gauge wire here, and just the usual way to start when you're wire wrapping onto other wire. Just do 3 wraps, and then you can make it into 5 if you like, just a starting wrap, and push the wires together and then trim back. So now that I have a starting for my wire wrapping, I just start adding beads. And when I first go, you're going to go 2 times over, one down the length and then one back up the length. So I'm going to use one color for one side and then another color for the next. So I just strung a bead on, then I wrap twice, string another one on, and on the opposite side, like that, I wrap twice again. Okay, one more on. Now if you're going to do different size beads, you can wrap a few extra wraps in the centers, and that way you will have you'll have the space to put the beads, because we're going to fill those spaces right there with beads, and you'll see that in a minute. 2 times, and so far this is what we have. Okay, so you're just going to keep continuing on doing that same technique. 2 two in between. Okay, so now you get to the end and you're just going to wrap around the tail end of the wire, whatever's left. Okay, and you can push that together if you like. Or we can leave it spread out, it's fine. So this is what you have so far, and if it's not perfectly spread out the way you want to, you still have some wiggle room here to move it around, space them out a little bit more, which is pretty okay. I really prefer sort of a rustic look, and that's so I'm not being too careful about my the way I'm wire wrapping in between. But if you want it to be more perfect, you might want to spend more time making it perfect. Now, just on the other end, I'm just starting a new set of wire. Same thing. And I can wrap it right over the wire that I just finished at the end if I want, just to connect it all together. It's okay if you overwrap. Like I said, it's sort of a rustic appearance. Alright, now back with the contrasting color, or if you wanted to use all the same color, you could do that too. That would work. It's really whatever works for you. Just need to wrap it around a little bit more, bring it right down to the end so that I'm right where I need to be. Okay, and now I'm going to fill those spaces in with the different color bead. So that's how you do it. And then just grab another bead. I'll do a few more so you can see. And just wrap in between the next one, sort of where you want to go, and that's again 2 wraps. Now you can keep adding as many beads as you like. You can do a 3rd or 4th strand wrap, you know, to really bulk it up. I'm just going to do 2, but there is no limit. It's really whatever you want to do to for your bead. So I put another bead on, and just between the next one, you're moving your wire to the space between the beads where you want your next bead to be. Okay, that's where you want to put your wire. Alright, now between the next 2, right there, 2 times, and then another bead. Right here. And I'm just going to continue on, and I will show you how to finish the bracelet. So I just put the last bead on, and I'm just wrapping at the end again, and I'll just trim that off. Now, as I said, if you wanted to start another right here and just go right back over, and again to fill up any spaces, you could do that. I'm just going to leave it as it is right now and just finish off this bracelet. Alright, so now that we have this, I'm just going to adjust this hook a little bit better so that I feel secure and happy with it. And the next thing you do is keeping the hammered side out, because you want that to be showing. You just slowly bending your bracelet into an oval shape so that it can fit someone's arm. And so just gently work with that, because the beads, you don't want to break any beads when you're doing it. Okay, now you want the hook in this way so it can hook into this circle. So just take your chain nose pliers and give it a quick twist like that so that it slips in. Again, you can continue working with the bracelet so that it's exactly the shape you want it to be in, and that would be your finished bracelet. And so that concludes the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you next time. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.